Whistles shattering out in the ballroom night. In a bed of Valentine from the upper hall, she sees the bartender in a pool of blood. Cries out, my God, they killed them all. Here comes the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he never done. Put him in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Three bodies lying there, there's Patty C. And another man named Bello moving around mysteriously. I didn't do what he says, and he feels with his hands. I was only robbing the register, I hope you understand. I saw them leaving, he says, and he stops. One of us had better call up the cops. And so Patty calls the cops, and they arrive on the scene with the red lights flashing in the hot New Jersey night. Meanwhile, far away in another part of town, Ruby Carter and a couple friends are out driving around. Number one contender for the middleweight crown. Had no idea what kind of shit was about to go down when the cop pulled him over to the side of the road. Just like the time before and the time before that. In Patterson, that's just the way things go. If you're black, you might as well not show up on the street unless you want to draw the heat. Alfred Bello had a partner and a rat for the cops. Him and Arthur Dexter Bradley were out just prowling around. Said I saw two men running out, they looked like middleweights. They jumped into a white car without a state place. And Miss Patty Valentine just nodded her head. The cop said, wait a minute, boys, this one's not dead. So they took him to the infirmary. And though this man could hardly see, they told him that he could identify the guilty man. 4 in the morning and they haul Ruben in. Take him to the hospital and they bring him upstairs. The one man looks up through his one dying eye. Says, what'd you bring him in here for? He ain't the guy. Yeah, here comes the story of the hurricane, the man the authorities came to blame for something that he had never done. Put him in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world. Later, and the ghettos are in flame. Rube's in South America fighting for his name. Well, Arthur Dexter Bradley still in the robbery game. And the cops are putting the screws to him, looking for somebody to blame. Remember that murder that sure happened in a bar? Remember you said you saw the getaway car? Think you'd like to play ball with the law? Think it might have been that fighter you saw running that night. Don't forget that you are white. Arthur Dexter Bradley says, I'm really not sure. Cops said a boy like you should sure use the brake. Now we got you for the motel job and you're talking to your friend Bello. Now you don't want to have to go back to jail, be a kind fellow. You'll be doing society a favor. That son of a bitch is brave and getting braver. We wanna put his ass in stir. We wanna pin this triple murder on him. He ain't no gentleman Jill. Could take a man out with just one punch. But he never did like to talk about it all that much. It's my work, he'd say, and I do it for pay. And when it's over, I'll just as soon go on my way up to some paradise where the air's free flow and the air is nice. And ride a horse along the trail. But then they took him to the jail house where they tried to turn a man into a mouse. All of Reuben's cards were marked in advance. The trial was a pig circus, he never had a chance. The judge made Reuben's witnesses drunkards from the slums. To the white folks who watched, he was a revolutionary bum. And to the black folks, he was the grave digger. No one undoubted that he pulled the trigger, though they could not produce the gun. The DA said he was the one who did the deed, and the all-white jury agreed. All of Reuben's cards were marked in advance. Reuben Carter was falsely tried. The crime was murder one, guess who testified? Bellow and Bradley, and they both boldly lied. And the newspapers all went along for the ride. How can the life of such a man be in the palm of some fool's hand? See him obviously framed, couldn't help but make me feel ashamed to live in a land where justice is gained. Now all the criminals in their coats and their ties are free to drink martinis and watch the sunrise, where Reuben sits like Buddha in a 10-foot cell, an innocent man in a living hell. And that's the story of the hurricane, but it won't be over till they clear his name. Give him back the time he's done, put him in a prison cell, but one time he could have been the champion of the world.